Gretchen Rubin is not only the author of this book, The Happiness Project, but she's also written other best-selling books such as 40 Ways to Look at Winston Churchill and 40 Ways to Look at JFK. Although she didn't start off being a writer, she was clerking for Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor while she was working in law. She one day realized she wanted to be a full-time writer because writing is her true passion. The reason that she is credible is because she did scientific research and read wisdom of the ages as well as lessons from popular culture about how to be happier. But this book doesn't need a lot of credibility sources because it's more about her personal experience doing a happiness project for a year and how it improved her life. The main idea of this book is to show how happiness improves your life. Happiness changed the life of Gretchen for the better, and her one-year project proved that happiness is key. The ideas that support this are each chapter was each month in a year, and she would do different things to improve her happiness. And at the very end of most chapters, she would explain how much happier she felt and that it's improved her mentally and socially. I learned a lot of great tips from this book, and one of my favorites is her Secrets of Adulthood list. A few of them were do good, feel good, it's okay to ask for help, and by doing a little bit each day, you can get a lot accomplished. This advice is very useful because I'm starting to enter adulthood, and this advice can be something I incorporate in my life to improve the quality of it. Some myths that she debunks are the saying, money can't buy happiness. Well, she found through research and being in the situation that it can buy happiness when spent wisely. Treating yourself makes you feel good. Her experience proved that's not always the case. It can also make you feel guilty. Very small changes can make a difference. She found that one to be true. During her project, she made little changes each month, for example, not raising her voice when angry, and it made her feel a lot happier. Some quotes that I really enjoyed were, to be happy, I need to think about feeling good, feeling bad, and feeling right in an atmosphere of growth. I love this quote because she emphasized the importance of growth with becoming happy. Being happy doesn't happen overnight. There are steps you need to take. Another quote is, we must anticipate it, savor it as it unfolds, express happiness, and recall a happy memory. I like this quote because it describes the 4 stages of happiness. Kind of going with the first quote, there is not one stage of happiness, there is multiple to go through. Some people go through one stage and some people go through all 4. Going through all 4 is the key to happiness. A quote by Samuel Johnson says, the business of the wise man is to be happy in whatever condition life happens to offer. I love this because it shows that happiness isn't something we should consider when life is good, but it's also something we shouldn't consider only when life is bad. Basically, happiness shouldn't be for one or the other. It should be constant. Act the way I want to feel. I like this because if you act more friendly, for example, it makes you feel that way. So a good tip for you is to act happy, and then you will feel happy on the inside. You're happy if you think you're happy. This kind of goes with act the way you feel. If you believe you're happy, you will be. Your brain is what makes you believe things, and in order to be happy, you need to think you are. Some pitfalls to look for that the author warns against. There honestly wasn't any pitfalls that the author warned against in this book. She didn't really have anything go wrong in the book, and there wasn't really anything to warn against. It was just more of her story. Something that I want to start doing is finding more fun. In the book, there was a chapter where Gretchen finds more fun, and it made her life so much happier. And there are a lot of things I do in my life that I don't find fun, but I do it because I don't want to be left out. But I need to start prioritizing the things I want to do for fun in my free time. That will improve my life by making it happier and giving me more time for the things I actually want to do. What I've learned from this book is that there are steps to take to fulfill true happiness, and it doesn't happen overnight. I can put that into use by realizing that, and I will now be able to look at the different steps and work on each one to see how much better it makes me feel. I think everyone at any age should read this book because everyone can improve their happiness. But it's also a really good book for more specifically teenagers because they're starting to enter adulthood, and there are a lot of good advice on adulthood, and also teenagers tend to need happiness boost because we can be pretty hard on ourselves. It is important to remember happiness fulfills your life, and being able to find that happiness is the best thing you can do for yourself.